Karemba Mushangi. Yes.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of the Article 230, 2B of the Constitution, the Salaries and Remuneration Commission Act 2011 and Section 6 of the Public Appointments Act number 33 of 2011, His Excellency, Honorable Speaker, that taking into consideration the findings of the Departmental Committee on Labor and its report on the vetting of a nominee for the appointment as a member of the Salaries and Remuneration Commission laid on the table of the House on Tuesday, 27th June 2023, and pursuant to the provisions of Article 252B of the Constitution, Section 711 of the Salaries and Remuneration Commission Act 2011 and Section 81 of the Public Appointments Act 2011, this House rejects the appointment of Dr. Phyllis Wamboi Wagasha as a member of the Salaries and Remuneration Commission. Yeah. So thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the committee sat a few days ago pursuant to the provisions of Article 230B of the Constitution, the Salaries, the SRC Act 2011, and the Section 6 of Public Appointments Act number 33 of 2011, His Excellency the President notifying the National Assembly of the nomination of Dr. Phyllis Wamboi Wagasha for approval for appointment as a member of the Salaries and Remuneration Commission through a letter dated 25 May 2023. Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the Standing Order 42.1, through a communication made on Tuesday, 6th June 2023, conveying to the House the message from His Excellency the President, and subsequently refound the nominee's name, CV, and the report of the selection panel on our recruitment to the Departmental Committee on Labor to conduct the approval hearings and report to the House. While referring the nominee to the committee for approval hearing, the Speaker directed that the committee undertakes the vetting within 28 days, pursuant to the Section 8 of the Public Appointments Act number 33 of 2011. The Speaker further directed that the Office of the Clerk of the National Assembly facilitates the committee to notify the nominee at the general public of the time and the place of holding the approval hearing through advertisement in the two newspapers of nationwide circulation and parliamentary website. In compliance with the Article 118B of the Constitution and Section 84 of the Public Appointments Act number 33 of 2011, the committee published an advertisement in the print media on Thursday, 15th June 2023, informing the public of the nomination, date, time, and place of the approval hearing. The committee also invited the public to submit memoranda by way of written statements on oath on suitability of the nominee to hold office as required by Section 6(9) of the Public Appointments Act number 33 of 2011. The memoranda were to be received on or before Thursday, 22nd June 2023 at 5 p.m. At the close of the deadline, the committee had not received any memorandum for or against the nominee's suitability to hold the office. Honorable Speaker, the committee also sought references and conducted background checks on the suitability of the nominee to hold office from KRA, ESCC, DCI, Higher Education Laws Board, and Office of the Registrar of Political Parties. All the agencies in no opposition to the nominee being appointed to the office. The nominee appeared before the committee on Friday, 23rd June, for approval hearing, during which the committee examined her suitability to the office based on the criteria set out in Section 7 of the Public Appointments Act number 33 of 2011. In addition, the committee examined her academic credentials, relevant experience, knowledge of sector issues, and on leadership and integrity. The committee paid due regard to the procedure used to arrive at the nominee, constitutional or statutory requirements relating to the office in question, and suitability of the nominee for the appointment proposed, having regard to whether the nominee's abilities, experience, qualities meet the needs of the SRC. Honorable Speaker, these are the observations that we made as a committee. The committee, having considered the nominees' field questionnaire pursuant to the Section 6(8) of the Public Appointments Act number 33 of 2011, the nominee's CV, and having had her oral submissions during the approval hearing, made the following observations on the nominee's suitability for appointment as member of SRC. That in accordance with Article 78(1) and 2 of the Constitution, the nominee is eligible for appointment of state office since she is a Kenyan citizen born in 1948 in Kiambu County and does not hold dual citizenship. 2, the nominee meets the requirement of Chapter 6 of the Constitution on leadership and integrity. 3, that the nominee has not been charged in a court of law in the past 3 years. 4, that the nominee does not hold office in any political party. 5, that the nominee has never been dismissed from office under Article 75 of the Constitution. That the nominee demonstrated knowledge on topical, administrative and technical issues of SRC and the public service. That whereas there is no that in the matter of suitability as envisioned in the Article 10, Article 12, 1A, and Chapter 6 of the Constitution, as held in the matter of Kenya Young Parliamentarians Association, KYPA, and 2 others, versus the CS for Labor and Social Protection, and 3 others in 2020, and the matter of the Justice Kalpana Rawal versus the Judicial Service Commission, and 3 others in 2016, in the Kenya Law Report, the court held that when the Constitution or a law sets a requirement age, that may constitute unequal treatment or discrimination on the grounds of age. Article 24(1), as read with Article 25 of the Constitution, allows limitation of right guaranteed by Article 27, so long as the conditions set in Article 24 are satisfied. 8, the Honorable Speaker, that Article 12, 1A on limitations of rights, privileges, and benefits of citizens provided for and limited by the Constitution, and Article 24(1) that provides that a right of fundamental freedom in the Bill of Rights shall not be limited except by law, only to the extent that such limitations are reasonable and justifiable. 9, that Article 232, subsection 2, provides that all values and principles of public service apply in all state organs in both levels of government and all state corporations. That under Section 70 of the Public Service Regulations 2020, subject to the Constitution, Section 80 of the Public Service Commission Act number 10 of 2017, the retirement age for public officers is 60 years and 65 years for persons with disability. And such age as may be determined by the Commission for Lecturers and Research Scientists serving in public universities, research institutions, and equivalent institutions are determined by the Commission in consultation with the universities, research institutions, and equivalent institutions. That further, subject to Section 8(2) of the Public Service Commission Act, number 10 of the 2017, in determining whether to engage an officer after attainment of retirement age, the Commission shall determine and document the rare knowledge, skills, or competences that the officer possesses. In the regulation, rare knowledge, skills, and competencies mean knowledge, skills, and competencies that are scarce, unique, and not readily available in the job market, It is noted that the recruitment report of the Public Service Commission, 261 persons applied and 80 were shortlisted. This was not cited as the reason for her nomination in the recruitment report from the Public Service Commission, as transmitted to the End of Public Service on 17th May 2023. That whereas there is no explicit law on retirement age of state officers, the committee notes that the nominee was nominated to be a member of the Salaries and Remuneration Commission and as a representative of the Public Service Commission, and currently she is 75 years of age and would become a state officer whom Article 10, Chapter 6 and Article 232 applies. To this end, Honorable Speaker, the committee notes that the nominee is not suitable to hold the position of member of the Salaries and Remuneration Commission. Honorable Speaker, it is good I mentioned that SRC is a commission that has commissioners who work on full-time basis. Unlike other commissions where the commissioners attend sessions when called upon to do so. This nominee, Honorable Speaker, is at this point 75 years of age. And Honorable Speaker, what usually happens when you get to that age of around 75 years is that you lack energy. You lack energy on many issues. And considering that this nominee was coming from the Public Service Commission, where retirement age is 60, the committee felt that this nominee, her age is quite advanced. She does not possess the necessary energy, since this commission, the SRC, will need her services on full-time basis. If you add, when you become a commissioner at SRC, you are supposed to serve for 6 good years. And if she is now 75, it means by the time she comes to the end of her one term, she will be
Order, honorable members. Order. Order, honorable members.
Thank you.
I request we discuss in slightly lower tone.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
The committee is recommending a rejection, and the points being made by the chair of the committee are critical for us as we decide.
Thank you.
So let those who are consulting a bit lower tone.
So, Honorable Speaker, given that the commissioner, the nominee, is supposed to work at the SRC for 6 years, that means that she will be 81 years of age at the end of her term. Honorable Speaker, the committee felt that the Public Service Commission needed to give us a more suitable candidate for this position than Dr. Phyllis Wamboi Wagasha. And the reason is why, Mr. Speaker, the reason is, you see, you are supposed to retire at the age of 60 in the Public Service Commission, in the public service. Those members or those people who have disabilities are supposed to retire at 65. So, them giving us a person who is 75 years old was not right as what was felt by the committee. So we want to appeal to this House to support the committee's report so that the Public Service Commission goes back and gets us another person who is more suitable for this assignment, because they did not demonstrate to the committee that this person possesses any rare skill. Her qualification is a qualification that is possessed by many other Kenyans. So we believe in the spirit of supporting the young people, because, Mr. Speaker, the honorable members in this House will agree with me that most of the messages that we receive from the members of the public are from young people who are looking for jobs. Yeah? So we cannot afford to be giving the senior citizens jobs, whereas we have millions of young people who are energetic, and who are looking for the same positions. Honorable Speaker, if you walk into most of our banks, most of our financial institutions, yeah, you will not find those senior citizens. The reason why the financial institutions employ and recruit young people is because they have got the energy, they have got the memory, and they have got what it takes to deliver. So I wish to urge this House to support, and I request the Honorable Vice Chair, the Honorable Fabian Muli, to second. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Chairperson, who is seconding your motion?
The Honorable Fabian Muli.
Give Honorable Fabian Muli the mic.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, and as I raised